Turnpike was probably the premier industrial park in the late 70s and early 80s. Over time, really lost its luster.
We were at risk of losing a number of tenants due to basically the city not keeping up its infrastructure.
The roads were so bad that loads would be actually toppling over when they were in the trucks.
When you have trucking companies that question whether they want to come into the property, you really have to question whether we should be here at all.
Fixing the roads and getting access, immediate access to Interstate 30 were by far the two largest improvements that were done.
We were told that there was no funds for a roadway, but that was just another hurdle to cross.
Thinking outside the box, they asked Dallas County, well, what if we loaned you the money?
We had a great owner and principal that saw our vision and allowed us to implement. The city would not do this, so principal did, based upon trusting our advice and judgment that we would get that money back over time.
We actually ended up advancing almost $1.2 million for Cockrell Hill Road, which then they later on repaid us.
The project got done probably at least 2 to 3 years sooner than it would have with that arrangement.
Cockrell Hill Road was really an opportunity to change and really reposition this park. It never had direct access onto Interstate 30, so really in the process of trying to address the immediate needs, we saw the opportunity to expedite the installation really of Cockrell Hill Road North, which is what was part of the big process going into Pinnacle Park on the south side of the freeway. So that was the genesis of it all.
It was a game changer for Turnpike. Now you have an exit right off I-30 into the park.
Having the Cockrell Hill entrance has created 2 entrances into the park versus everyone having to come in one way and turn around and leave. Now traffic can flow much faster and easier.
Prior to the Cockrell Hill entrance, there were no amenities between downtown Dallas and Arlington.
The retail has really opened up a lot of opportunities and brought in hotels and made tenants want to come and office here because now there are places to eat for lunch and shop.
All of that retail made a tremendous impact on the city of Dallas from a tax value standpoint and just for our citizens.
Turnpike has had what I like to call an extreme makeover, taking an older, outdated park and making it new again. Redoing the building facades, adding the customized stone and repainting with a more modern paint color. One of our competitors gave us a huge compliment by saying that we had actually knocked 10 years off the age of the buildings.
We've done everything with the landscaping, from tearing out overgrown, outdated shrubbery to completely redoing beds.
Our biggest project to date was completely redoing the exterior lighting throughout the entire park.
We were suffering from 25-year-old lighting. Holt brought in some consultants, worked out a lighting plan, so they're constantly in an upgrade mode. And that's just very, very refreshing.
Relative to our owners, it just created a tremendous amount of value for them.
Through Mary and her staff, they entered Turnpike into the BOMA Awards for Best Industrial Parks.
The judging is on not only a physical inspection of all your properties, but it interviews all of your processes. So it's not just about how the buildings look, it's how the buildings are being managed.
She won the Dallas Award first and then went on to win the Regional Award, which was, I believe, a 5-state area.
And this year we were actually named the International Industrial Park of the Year, which is a huge compliment. One part that sets us apart from a typical industrial is having an on-site staff here. We really have gotten to know our tenants on a personal basis.
We're smaller than some of the larger, more national firms and so forth, but with that, there's an intimacy both in the working staff and in the relationship with the client.
The property is the last thing we think about because of Holt Lunsford.
We do tenant newsletters. We have an interactive tenant website where tenants can log on and obtain lots of information for their building.
City of Dallas has a slogan that working together we do it better, and working with them, it's just been a hand-in-hand relationship.
The city views our investments as a tremendous success with Holt. We hope to continue our positive, important relationship.
Our fastball is really efficient relationships and doing what we say, always telling the truth with our tenants, taking care of our tenants, and the same with our owner groups. Our team worked together to really create what is Turnpike distribution.